If you're getting close to retirement and you're thinking about working with a financial advisor for the first time, here's a question worth asking yourself. Do you want to hand someone your life savings before you really know how they think? Or would you rather test the relationship first? So let's start with the basics. Flat fee financial planning means you pay one set price for a defined piece of work, not a percentage of your assets, not an open-ended hourly clock. You know the cost going in, you know exactly what you're getting, and the advice isn't tied in any way to whether you move your accounts to me afterwards. That flat fee project is called the Focus on Retirement Blueprint System. It's a structured 4-step process that runs about 90 days, and it's built to answer the big questions almost everyone sitting down with a retirement advisor for the first time has. When should I take Social Security? How do I structure withdrawals? What does my tax bill actually look like once I retire? Does my current portfolio even support the plan I have in my head? Now, most firms offer a free consultation. It sounds great on paper, right? But here's the thing. A free meeting with an advisor is rarely actually free. Someone is paying for that advisor's time, and it's usually baked into the fees of the clients who eventually sign on. That creates pressure. Even if nobody says it out loud, the meeting needs to convert into assets under management. Or, from the firm's perspective, it wasn't worth having. Flat fee planning removes that pressure completely. You're paying me directly for a specific piece of work. I get compensated fairly whether you invest with me afterwards or not. There's no hidden incentive, quietly steering the advice in one direction, and honestly, that's what a real fiduciary relationship should look like. It's worth asking any advisor you're considering how they actually get paid before you ever sit down with them. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let me walk you through the 4 steps. Step 1 is the rough cut meeting, about 60 minutes. We build out your statement of financial purpose, a balance sheet, and a retirement budget so we're both working off the same numbers from day one. Step 2 is the project. That is the core of the work. We break it into focused 30-minute meetings covering retirement income planning, tax distribution planning, Social Security timing strategy, investment planning, estate planning, and insurance consulting. Step 3 is account setup. If it makes sense for you, we get accounts open at Charles Schwab and handle the transfer paperwork. This step is completely optional, and it only happens if you decide to move forward with the investment management. Step 4 is your one-page financial plan. You walk away with a written plan you can act on immediately, whether you keep working with me or not. All told, this adds up to somewhere around 20 hours of direct work together over about 3 months. That is not a 30-minute sales call. That's enough time for me to really understand your full picture and enough time for you to see exactly how I think through a program before you ever decide anything about your investments. Here's the part that tends to surprise people. When the Focus on Retirement Blueprint system wraps up, you're not locked into anything. Option 1. You take your one-page financial plan and implement it yourself. You paid for the plan, it's yours. And I've been compensated fairly for my time. No hard feelings, if that's where it ends. Option 2, we keep working together on an ongoing basis, including investment management. That conversation happens naturally at that point because you've already spent 20 hours seeing exactly how I work. You're not deciding off a first impression, you're deciding off real experience. And option 3, the one a lot of people don't realize exists. If you like working together, but you're just not ready for full investment management, or don't want it, we can simply switch to hourly for whatever comes up next at $300 per hour, a plan update, a second look at your Social Security timing, a question that pops up mid-year. You're never boxed into a choice between full-service investment management or nothing at all. So who does this best fit? If you've never worked with an advisor before, this gives you a way to build trust gradually instead of handing over full control on day one. If a past advisor pushed products on you or disappeared after the sale, this gives you a low-stakes way to see how a different advisor actually operates. If you're close to retirement and just want a second opinion, this gives you a written plan you can act on yourself. No strings attached. And if you already know you'll probably want an ongoing relationship someday, this still gives both of us a real trial period before making that bigger commitment. If any of that sounds like where you're at, the Focus on Retirement Blueprint system is built exactly for this. You'll walk away with a written plan, a clear look at your options, and a real sense of how I work, all without any obligation to do anything else. I'm Joe Carbone, Certified Financial Planner Professional, and thanks for watching. Until next time, see you.